Good afternoon. I know I didn't say good morning. Good afternoon, and welcome to episode 20 of Becoming Her Anyways. The chaos that I call my life, otherwise known as this podcast. Yeah. So, on last week's episode, I talked about how grace never ends. And between then and now, a lot has transpired. I feel like I'm just starting to truly live more intentionally. And it is such a good feeling. And I kind of want to talk about that. I really just want to talk about honest living. Not that we're all walking around like we're seven telling stupid stories. I told people I have two uncles that wrestle. I'm just going to put it out there, Ricky Rocky Johnson. So Ricky Soulman Johnson was my Uncle Rocky's brother. Not was, well, he is, but my other uncle passed away. He came and did a demonstration and everything at my school, and I lied and told people that Hulk Hogan was my uncle. I had two wrestler uncles, but yeah, I guess it's just because he was more famous. I don't know, but whatever. I told that lie. So we're not walking around still like we're 7 years old telling people Hulk Hogan is our uncle, but we are telling people, or maybe not telling people, just omitting some truths to people, or we're like holding back on what we really want to say because we're pissed off or we're frustrated or we just are afraid of how they're going to reply. What I'm really struggling with, and I know that there's been phases of my life where I've done this as well, so c'est la vie, but what I'm really struggling with is hearing people, or even like people trying to talk smack to me about people, but then they don't have the gall to say it. So then shut up. Why are you talking? I really just don't understand. If you're not going to have the goal to go and have the conversation with that person, then either find yourself somebody who will support you so that you can, or go talk it out in therapy, but like stop gossiping. I'm freaking over that. Anyways, that's not what I really want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the fact that we're just not honest with ourselves. And all those things I just complained about, I'm sure that I've done those at some point in my life, probably just really young because I was born without a filter. I had this need to like tell more than the truth, the truth and then some. Like, people don't need to hear everything that I had to say. Like, I definitely would have been the person come and ask me how you look. I would have told you the truth. But anyways, I still will. That's not the point. There's like so many things that we omit, like so many things that we're afraid to confront. And I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to live intentionally. Like, I just don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of me. I just don't care if people think I'm too loud. I know I'm loud. If people think I'm too bold, I know I'm bold. Like, those are not my problems. Those are your problems. I don't need to change in that manner. I do need to change, or I am changing in a manner of where I'm not just going to be completely reactive. I am no longer just completely reactive. Some situations I am. Like when I went downstairs this morning and the place was a mess and I'm not feeling good. Yeah, but that's a whole different topic. With that being said, um, the whole point is that I'm working on those things. And I really just want to live more intentionally. I want to be open. I want to be honest. I want to be able to just speak my mind and for people to just deal with it. With that being said, I am also not an idiot, and I know the world is just not that easy. So, I really hope that my community continues to grow and the people that I continue to open up the door into my community and that I bond with are just that. Like, I just want the raw, intentional, honest people. I'm so sick of the people who are so insecure that they're just not there. And listen, I lived it. I get it. Hopefully you'll overcome it. Like, I'm just so sick and tired of all of my insecurities and having to worry about them. And I know that they mostly stem from our childhood. And I know that a lot of people have it, easier, and a lot of people have it worse. So I'm not trying to make this, a point to be judgmental for the people who did have it harder and who are having a harder time kind of living in their truth and living through or overcoming their securities. Um, I know a lot of people in my life and my family who struggle with substance abuse that had it way rougher than me. Um, because I mean, I had it rough, but I didn't have it that rough in a sense of, you know, like waking up to someone with a friggin' needle hanging out of their arm type thing, or completely gonked out. But, well, gonked out maybe, but you know what I mean. Like, it wasn't like the heavy drugs like crack cocaine and heroin. I didn't see any of that. Well, sorry, I seen that growing up, but I know I have family members who've seen that growing up. And for them, I just think that it's harder to overcome those insecurities. And I really want to support and help them in doing so, because that's some bullshit that nobody really should have had to go through. But with that being said, as we've talked about before, broken people break people, right? And if we don't break those cycles, they just get worse. So, with that being said, I'm not taking away from those people. This is for them. Like, just find your truth. And I know that it's hard to climb out of the gutters and like stay in survival mode. It's like the toughest thing ever, because then you've got the world out there that is just mean and cruel and greedy and dishonest, that try to eat you up. But you got this. You totally got this. I'm living proof that though the stars did not align for me when I first was brought into this world, I wasn't set up for complete success, but I am trying, and I'm living proof that you can keep fighting. Am I successful? Well, I guess in some facets of my life I am. In motherhood, I'm extremely successful. Hallelujah. But with that being said, it depends on how you define success as well. So I just want people to live intentionally. I want to talk about that in further episodes. I feel like shit today. My apologies. But I really just feel like everyone should start living with true intention and just being honest. That's when healing really starts, is when you're completely honest with yourself and those around you, and you surround yourself with raw, genuine, authentic people. And you learn so much, and you get a huge, energy shift, and it's just a really good vibration, for lack of a better way to put it. But yeah, live intentionally, be honest with yourself and honest with everyone else. Just ignore the freaking noise as much as you can, and put yourself first in every situation. So you totally got this. Happy Sunday. I know I look like shit, but that's because I don't feel well, but I also don't really care. You totally got this. I got this. You got this. We totally got this.